And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean unto you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth: the weasel, the mouse, and the tortoise after this kind. That's the turtle. And the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard, and the snail. The snail, what they use snails for? Caviar. What is it? What is caviar? Fish eggs? It's what they call, what they use for snails. Escargot? Escargot. Good. And the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever does touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the evening, till the sun go down, till it's dark. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, does fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel or wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the evening. So it shall be cleansed. Gotta clean it with water. And every earthen vessel wherein any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk, and every such vessel shall be unclean. Everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean unto you. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit, wherein there is plenty of water, shall be clean. But that which touches their carcass shall be unclean. And if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed, that's the seeds that you put in the ground, which is to be sown, it shall be clean. But if any water be put upon the seed, and any part of their carcass fall thereon, it shall be unclean unto you. You know, if their carcass is on that seed in the water, you water it, that's going to be unclean. And if any beast of which ye may eat die, he that toucheth the carcass thereof shall be unclean until the evening. And he that eateth of the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the evening. He also that beareth the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the evening. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, like a snake, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever have more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. For I am the Most High your power. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy. For I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. For I am the Most High that bringeth you out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beast, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moveth in the waters, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. Okay? Now, for all those that say, okay, well, you're going to do whatever, however you want to do, because that's our people. I can eat whatever I want to eat, as long as it tastes good to me. Right? This is for all of them. Once you done took took whoever to these dietary laws. They don't want to listen. Take them here. I mean, you can go to Deuteronomy, I think it's Deuteronomy talks about the same thing, I think in 14, I think. Let me see. You got to work with them, you know what I mean? You want to work with them. I'm not going to give you the ultimate cut yet. Yeah, you can go to Deuteronomy 14 chapter, and it goes through the same thing. This gives us the, you know, the things that you can eat and can't eat. Okay? Deuteronomy 14, I'm going to go through them. Deuteronomy 14, I'm going to go through them. Deuteronomy 14, you want to go through them? Deuteronomy 14. We might add a little more, basically pretty much the same thing. Well, let's look at it. Deuteronomy 14 and 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and the progard, and the wild ox, and the charmless, and every beast that part of the hoof, and cleaveth the cleft into two claws, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney. Those are rabbits, big jackrabbits, giant rabbits. For they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. See, the Most High speak once, there twice. Here he's telling us again. He already told us in Leviticus, right? Now he's telling us all over again. These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And whatsoever have not fins and scales ye may not eat. It is unclean unto you. Of all clean birds ye shall eat. But these are they of which ye shall not eat: the eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the lead, and the kite, and the vulture after his kind, and every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, the little owl, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gyre, eagle, and the cormorant, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat, and every creeping thing that flieth is unclean unto you. They shall not be eaten, but of all clean fowls ye may eat. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. If you find somebody hit a deer and it's on the side of the road, you can't eat it. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates, that he may eat it. The strangers, these other nations, can eat it. We can't. Or thou mayest sell it unto an alien. Sell it to Esau. Esau, the alien. Sell it to Esau. That's what he said. Look, y'all, you laughing. Let me show you. Go to Lamentations 5 and what? You laughing at you. Let me show you. So he ain't say, he said, give it to the stranger. That's the other nation. But it says, sell it to the alien, right? Lamentations 5 and 1. Lamentations 5 and 1. Remember, O Most High, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. What did he say before he said that? Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. That's us, the children of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. Who? O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. See? They the aliens, calling us aliens. They're the true aliens. So, going back to Deuteronomy 14, verse 21, ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is within thy gates, that he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto an alien. But thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. Thou shalt not see a kid in his mother's milk. What they call, they call baby goat, don't they call it veal? Was that something else they call veal? What they call baby goats? Kid, I know a kid, but they don't sell it as no kid. Huh? It's not veal, isn't it veal? V-A-L, right? Well, veal might be what is it? I know it's, is that a cow?
Yeah, this is one of them. This is the cow.
I thought veal was a baby lamb.
Lamb.
Baby lamb or lamb? Okay. Lamb, I mean, the Most High be saying bring a lamb or a goat, so they ain't no telling what they call it. But he's saying you're not supposed to take a goat when it's still, you know, a kid in his mother's milk. It's still nursing on his mother. Thou shalt truly tie all the, that's something different. But look, this is the ultimate, y'all. When they don't want to listen, take them to Isaiah 66 and 15. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Most High Mashiach Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Isaiah 66 and 15. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High Mashiach Yahushua shall be many. And he's going to kill a lot of people, he said, when he comes with fire. Remember, he said he's not going to flood the earth anymore. That's why he put the rainbow in the sky, to remind himself that he's not going to flood the earth anymore. He's going to destroy this earth by fire, purifying, two purifying elements, water and fire. He's going to purify the earth with fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High Mashiach plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High Mashiach shall be many. Check out who he's talking about here. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating the pig, and the abomination, the things that we went through in Leviticus 11 chapter, Deuteronomy 14 chapter, and the mouse. Some people eat, they eat mouse, they eat mice, they eat rats. Yes. Yep. Mouse, they eat raccoon, they eat possum, they eat squirrel. That's a mouse family. Shall be consumed together, said the Most High, with this fire that he's going to bring on this earth. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. Oh yes. So that's the end of the whole matter right there. For those that you want to defile, that's why the Most High said, go to 1 Corinthians 3:16. You think you want to do whatever you want to do to this body that's rented to you? He said, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, this body that we have, the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, you defile the temple of the Most High by eating the wrong things, the unclean beasts. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. He just read it. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. That's why you look at what he said initially. Look what he said. We got to be holy. And the only way you're going to be holy is to be following what he said to. Look at Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. And the Most High hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. That's why no matter what everybody else is doing, we got to be peculiar unto the Most High, above all the nations that are upon the earth. Then he started telling us about what we can eat. Right? Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. This is telling us we are holy people unto the Most High, pure and righteous, true people unto the Most High, as he is righteous and pure. The complete righteousness of all entities. That's our power. So, are there any questions? I want to do one more before I close out purification after childbirth. Go to Leviticus, the 12th chapter. Leviticus, the 12th chapter. And we'll start at verse 1. And the Most High spake to Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman have conceived seed and born a man-child, then she shall be unclean 7 days. According to the days of the separation for her infirmity shall she be unclean. And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. So you circumcise the male child on the 8th day. And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. That's his throat. His penis shall be circumcised on the 8th day. And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 3 and 30 days. So that's altogether how many days? 40, huh? No, that's 40 days. She remember she had the 7 days. Then she got on the 8th day, she's 7 days and then the 33 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into the sanctuary. She can't come to the church until the days of her purifying be fulfilled. Okay? 40 days for a man child. But if she bear a maid child or a girl, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her separation. See? 2 weeks, a woman, when she has her cycle, is unclean 2 weeks. That's why I understand how women can say they pastors and they have cycles.